And good Monday morning. How are you today? Father's Day has come and gone, and, well, we got to go back to work now. Morning. I'm Scotty Ray, and I welcome you to Scotty Ray's Weather. We've got a lot to go over this morning as today begins of what happened this weekend and what's up and coming for us today. We'll get into all of that this morning. Hope you're feeling well. You've had a cup of coffee, and you feel a little bit better about yourself as you begin this day. Hope so anyway. Let's see, last night in Chicago, and this all is spawned off with all this weather that's gone on, but a tornado touched down in the Chicago area last night. As you look at this, done extensive damage in Chicago. And again, this is nowhere near us, but worth mentioning there is it tore up homes. As you look at that in the Chicago area, no matter where you're from, home level there. Look at that. But weather, that's devastating of what that done. That just went right down through there and tore that all apart. Again, if you're just flipping on and you're wondering what that is the Chicago and those areas there. That's what tornadoes do. And I bring that up in case the next time we have that kind of weather, keep that image in your mind of what that can do to take those warnings serious, because your life is worth a whole lot more. Pay attention when that weather breaks out. If you were getting ready to take a flight on an American airline, it looks like there could be some issues with that. 300 flights plus have been canceled with the shortage of pilots. So they're canceling flights left and short. They're getting grounded because of all of that. So if you're planning something, keep that in mind also. And here's one of the headlines, and I'll just throw this up there on the screen. This is where we get into what's going on nationwide, to where bad things happen and then they're caught and then judges do nothing. Have you seen this headline yet? A man with 10 prior arrests was freed from New York City as this guy started a stampede that left a woman covered in blood, carrying a knife. They turned him loose. It's got to stop somewhere. Defunded the police, and now judges don't do their job. Where does that leave America? Have you seen the thing yet to where they're already starting I don't know if coalition is the word for it, but a campaign. Maybe that's a better way for it. Campaign to change the American flag. Can the country withstand something like this as things just keep going? It makes you wonder. But those are some of the headlines that are going on across the nation this morning. Our hearts also go out this morning, and we'll dig more into this morning. By now, you have bound to have heard about what went on in Alabama, the wreck. Greenville, Alabama, there on I-65, as at least 10 people was killed, 9 of those being children and 1 adult. The most horrible thing, and we'll dig more into that coming up this morning. I've got all the information. I just released, if you've got a second to read here in a few moments, if you've got some time to kill today, go back and read this on my Facebook page. Here's the release from Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, and it tells in detail of who passed away and all about it. And there's been some stories that I couldn't read. It turned my stomach that it was so horrifying. But if you get a chance, read that today. Not to start today off in a bad mood, but that did happen. Mississippi was really spared with the storm as it came about. As it came in, Claudette took an east turn before it got here and went south of us, and then the storm just stayed to the east of us. We did get some rain. It was a lot of rain, but nothing like the Tuscaloosa area. Did y'all see that, of all the flooding? I got plenty of pictures of that also on Facebook to take a look at that, where the water rose and destroyed homes. It was horrific. But we were really, really spared on that. As Claudette has gained strength again in the Carolinas and just about out back into water. It gained strength this morning again and done some more damage. As we watch, we'll go over all of the chances of hurricanes coming up, but nothing serious yet. We'll look at all of that in a moment. All right, let's as we get this day started, let's turn our thoughts now to the weather and take a look at what we've got.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Let's pull up a radar and show you where rain is this morning. Now, we've got, as we look at the big picture of this is going to be Newton County and Neshoba County, and this is Jasper County. A few showers showing up there. And let's turn on our locations to show you just in reference where these are this morning. As you dig into this is going to be Union, Mississippi. This is Highway 15. To the west of Union there, we got some small showers. And just east of Highway 15 there, just to the east of Neshoba Baptist Church, some showers this morning. Nothing heavy at that. As we go down into Jasper County, we get in here. This is Bay Springs, Lewin, getting some showers this morning in between there to the southwest of Lake Ettins there. Nothing big, nothing bad going on there. Gilbertown, you've got a few showers over here in Alabama, just to the west of you, in between you and Toxie, Alabama. Nothing heavy there. Wayne County, a few showers also. Let's turn that off now and back out and take a look at statewide of what we got going on in Mississippi right now. Showers entering the western part of the state, southwest to the due west of Hattiesburg. This is going to be down around Natchez in these areas here this morning. Gulfport looking good today as we watch this. Now, this afternoon will be a total different story as we've got showers out here in the Gulf. Just all going there. If you're on the beach this morning or headed that way, showers mostly in those areas, all around Pensacola as well. Now, the majority of our weather is going to come in late this afternoon, about 4 o'clock. I'm not saying we can't get a shower at any given time today, but the chance of downpours will be this afternoon, as we do have a chance of flash flooding for our area. The northern part of the state, and we'll look at that in just a second, has the largest chance of severe weather, northern Alabama as well. We'll look at those lines here in just a moment and show you in deep detail on that as we look at that. Good morning to Terry Ray. How are you feeling today? Also, Miss Shine Pogue, all the way from Newton, Mississippi. Thank you for joining us, along with Andrew Dabbs. Milton Savell says good morning. Dwayne Bounds joins us. Also, Donna Pebbles. How are y'all? Good Monday morning to you. Bree Packer, good morning. Milton. Also, Donna Roseman, morning. So terribly sad. And she's talking about that wreck there. And good morning to Denise Burnside. Some days I get tongue-tied, don't I? It is. Sylvia Stewart also joining us there. Lots to talk about. All right, let's pull up from the National Weather Service now and go into detail, and we'll go back to radar and look at our lines on all of this. As we pull this up, as we look at our record highs and record lows, 1,964. It was a hot day here in Mississippi, 101 degrees. Who can remember that? Few years before I came along, but it was warm. 1976, it was 56 degrees, one of the coolest days we had on record. Matter of fact, record-breaking day there. As we look at the outlook of today, here's the outlook. It looks as though we're going to have some showers more dipping into Clark County. 91 for a high up in the Columbus area, some sunshine dipping in over into Winston County as well. As we move forward and look at this, Alabama, it looks like we'll have showers here. Highs make it into 87 in Demopolis, Tuscaloosa up to 87. And the further north you go, the more rain that will be involved. Fayette, Hamilton, 82 in those areas. Now, this is the chance of flash flooding that we have this afternoon. And this does include the Meridian area, Clark County, Newton, all of these areas here. 1 to 3 inches in a very short period of time. And again, this will be after 4 o'clock this afternoon. So be prepared for that. I'll be here to walk us through it when that rain breaks out. If it's bad, we'll go live to let you know exactly where those storms are. As we move across the severe weather, how bad will it be? We'll be basically in the delta as we look at this, up through these areas here. Damaging wind gusts of 60 miles an hour, and that's going to be somewhere between 2 to 10 p.m. Now, let me go back and let's pull up radar and take a look at the severe weather as it cuts across here and across everywhere. All right, let's pull this up now where you can look at this. This is what we've got here. This stretches from Texas, goes into Louisiana, Arkansas, and moves into the state of Mississippi. And here's our line. As I said, this will take in most of the northern portion. Now, Louisville area, Winston County, y'all do have a chance of some severe weather, and we'll be here to watch this should this break out here. Also, as we get into Noxubee County there, west of Brooksville, these areas this afternoon. This area here is going to be light, but chance of flash flooding here on the East Mississippi side. But we'll watch this up here, Attala, Winston counties, and Noxubee County. In Stark, Vegas. Anybody that you know lives around Starkville, Columbus area, will be watching this area also this afternoon to be careful with this. This takes in northern Alabama, Huntsville, and the level 2, you've got to get up into the West Virginia area, Pennsylvania area this afternoon, Syracuse, New York, to get to a level 2. So we'll watch that as storms move across the area this afternoon. All right, let's go back and finish taking a look at what the National Weather Service has for us on all the rest of this. As we move forward, this is the Alabama side here, as I pointed out there just a second ago. This is northern Alabama, Gadsden, Hamilton, all north of Birmingham that could have that level 1 severe weather this afternoon. All right, as we move across, Claudette right now has regained her strength there, and it's going to be exiting. It's going to be going back into water. And let me go back over and pull up radar while we're doing this and let you take a look at what I've got on radar dealing with Claudette this morning. Let me turn this stuff off so we'll all be able to see tropical and look at her path. All right, as we pull this up, this is where she is this morning. As of 4 a.m., she was sitting right out here, right outside of Washington here. Her speed... 52 miles an hour, gust of 52 miles an hour. Her wind speed is 40 as it moves across there. And as you'll look at this, it slowly going out. It's almost gone. But Greenville, Washington area, as it goes across there, and we'll be back into water this afternoon by 1 o'clock as we look at that. Now, there are some areas that we're watching down here. Back out in here, there's a 10% chance of something forming. Nowhere near us. There's a lot of people trying to blow it out of proportion already, but it is not anything to worry about just yet. It would be on into July before anything. And let me pull this map up here, and this is what I'm talking about right here. This is nothing to worry about. That's a 10% chance. Don't let anybody blow that out of proportion, try to scare you that this is going to come up already and be some major storm. That is not the case at this point. Watching, only a 10%. What is our temps going to do? Across the Southland, it looks like there's a little bit cooler weather, and that's due to this rain that has come through. As we go back again, this Phoenix, Colorado area, all these places here out toward California, extremely warm over the next few days. That's 10 days as we look at. As we pull up our 7-day forecast, here we are. Today, we've got a 70% chance of showers, and let's break that down of what we're talking about. 60 to 70. My system says 70. The National Weather Service goes with 60. Now, this is most likely we'll get some showers today off and on, but the heavy rain will hit this afternoon after 4 o'clock. So you can still get things done, but it'll be that chance of the flash flooding after 4. Our high today will be 86, but it is going to be windy. 25 mile an hour gust today is what we're going to have. So keep that in mind as you plan this. As we roll into tonight, still an 80% chance of showers, and we'll get low right around 70. Still 20 mile an hour gust into tonight. So if you've got any lawn furniture that's outside, watch that. It can blow it across the yard there. As we roll into Tuesday, still an 80% chance of showers, and then showers and thunderstorms between 7 and 1 tomorrow. High of 79 tomorrow. A little bit cooler there if you'll look at that. By Tuesday night, the rain goes away, and by Thursday, we get that 30 to 40% chance of showers there, and then it goes back up as we head into the weekend. Boy, we just can't seem to shake this rain, can we? As we move forward, and let me close that, and let's move ahead here and look at this. All the way through July 5th is what we've got. As we look at that, slight chance on July 4th there. Ever slight chance, not bad, as we look at that as you're planning your outdoor events there. So we're hoping that the 4th will be great. But we've got highs through the 28th and about the low 80s. And after we get right around July 4th is when temperatures are going to start climbing back up as we move into those July months. So be expecting that. It's going to be a warm one as we move into that. And then the dog days of August right around the corner. Can you believe that? This year is flying halfway through it. Can you believe that? With that being said, with all of this water that has fallen, you know what I mean. Your lawn is growing, and Freeman Tractor is there to help you out. Of course, they've got Skag, Exmark, two of the best brands that are made in America. If you're wanting to get into that Exmark, I've shown these pictures before. $29.99 will get you that lawnmower. That Skag is that step up, beginning at $46.99. As we look at all these different models here, they've got great ones, a new shipment in with plenty of tractors to choose from, with all the attachments with bush hogs on the front. If you're looking at galvanized, these will last forever there. They won't rust, along with all your implements that you may need for a garden as we get ready for deer season once again. Forks to pick up things in the benchy, made in Texas. They're handy. They've got a few of these left. I know they've got a red one and a green one sitting there that has not been taken yet. Real popular. You can see them there. Of course, benchy, that's the 550, and they have the 750s and even some racing ones. See them all there at Freeman Tractor, whether it's a part for your tractor, a blade, radiator, or a belt. They've got it all. Freeman Tractor. See them today. Highway 494. You can call them at 626-8759. They'll take care of you there. Good morning to Miss Charlene Gaddy. Glad you joined us. J.T. Rigdon, Miss Valley Maloney watching as well. Flora Overstreet joining us from Hickory, all the way from Noxapater. Miss Janice Manning, how are you today? Robin Moore says, a good morning ride on Highway 25. That's great. And Miss Sylvia Stewart was watching us as well. We're getting the show ready as we get ready for our 8 a.m. show along with Candace. We've got a lot of headlines to talk about, what went on over the weekend, what's coming up this week. Join us. We'll be live here at Facebook as well as on YouTube, any way that you want to watch us there, and as well as Twitch. And then we'll be live on television as well, beginning at 8 a.m. on MeTV in Meridian. You can find that on Comcast 248 or 24.3 on your dial there, your push button, however you want to word that, on your actual TV. I'll get that figured out. Also, you can join us in Philadelphia, Newton, all types of ways to watch us. I hope you'll join us. It's going to be a great show. We've got a lot we've put together and want to share with you as this Monday begins. Again, I hope you got a chance to speak to your dad, whatever the case was yesterday with Father's Day, as we move past that. Already, what is this, June 21st, as we look at about 15 minutes now before 8 o'clock. And again, we'll be back in just a tad over an hour. We'll kick off at 8 a.m. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Good morning to Charlotte Edwards, also there. Thank y'all. We'll be back very shortly from now with a morning show just for you, all kicking off at 8 a.m. Thank you for joining us, and a big thank you to all the folks and sponsors that make this happen each day. Thanks much. We'll see you soon.
Scotty Ray's weather is brought to you by